Let us see the comparison of the pointers. So I have declared integer num1 equals to 5, num2 equals to 6, num3 equals to 5. Now I have declared 3 pointers, each pointing to num1, num2 and num3. So by integer star p1 equals to address of num1, integer star p2 equals to address of num2, integer star p equals to address of num3. Now comparing the pointer variables is done here by if star of p1 less than star of p2. In this case, p1 is referring to the number 1, which is dereferenced to give the value 5, and star of p2 gives the value 6. So since 5 is less than 6, it is going to print 5 is less than 6. And next if statement compares if star of p2 is greater than star of p1. It is the same thing like 6 is greater than 5. So it prints 6 is greater than 5. And the next is if star of p3 is equal to star of p1. That is star of p1 refers to 5 and star of p3 is also referring to 5. So which are equal. So you will be getting both the values are equal. And next is if star of p3 is not equals to star of p2. So star of p3 is nothing but 5 is not equal to star of p2, which is 6. Therefore you will get both the values are not equal. So we will run and check. You will get 5 is less than 6, 6 is greater than 5, and both the values are equal and both the values are not equal. Now let us see the comparison operator on pointers using array. So here the count of odd numbers and even numbers in an array is made using pointer operation. So we have declared integer n equals to 10, which is the number of elements, and we have an array integer arr initialized with 1 to 10, and we have a pointer int star ptr, and ptr is equal to arr, which holds the address of the first element of the array. And we are going to declare two integer variables for holding the count of even and count of odd, which is done by int count underscore even initialized to 0 and int count odd initialized to 0. And now to count the even and odd numbers inside this array, I am using a for loop for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, if star of ptr mod 2, which compares the value pointed by ptr modulus 2. If it is equal to 0, then it is an even number. So we are going to increment count underscore even plus plus. If star mod 2 is not equal to 0, it means it may be 1, then count of odd will be incremented by count underscore odd plus plus. After you increment either even or odd, I am going to increment the pointer by ptr plus plus to point to the next array element. So this is done inside the for loop. So once the for loop terminates, then I am going to print the number of even elements in the array is %d count underscore even, and similarly the number of odd elements in the array is %d and count underscore odd. If we run and check, you can observe that the number of even elements in the array is 5, which is 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, and the number of odd elements in the array is 5, which is 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9.